What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 9, the Super Mega Halloween Special. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Scott.
Hey, it's Larry.
And this week we actually have a special guest with us for the Super Mega Halloween Special.
Wait, did you say Super Mega Halloween Special?
I think you said Super Mega Halloween Special.
I did say Super Mega Halloween Special. And for the Super Mega Halloween Special, our special guest, Roxanne.
Hi, everyone.
Roxanne, what's
Hi,
going
Roxanne.
Nothing.
Hey yo!
on? So Roxanne comes to us as
with us.
Yes. I know. True. As a resident Halloween expert. So that's why we've chosen her to join us on the adventure of the Super Mega Halloween Special. To go ahead and talk about some of the different traditions and different things that go on.
Especially Halloween movies.
Oh yeah, Halloween movies and things like that.
I want to add in here, just for anyone who's questioning it, she did come wearing zombie leggings. So that tells you the determination this person has.
Hey.
And I have this lovely skull case on my iPad.
Oh, there you go.
Then, I said besides that, I said we also have Larry in the Halloween garb as well.
Yes, I wore my Fright Night shirt from Funko from last year.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Nice. So Roxanne, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Roxanne. I'm from Michigan. I love Hello Kitty. I secretly love Lifetime movies, but I tell everyone, so I guess it's not a secret.
That would not be. That doesn't categorize as a secret.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of a
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what I
I
say.
tell everyone.
That was the first thing you told me when I met you.
I know.
so
I was like, I love
like,
Lifetime movies.
Well, every now and again, I said that Roxanne will actually tell me, like, "Hey, did you know that there's one coming out for Britney Spears?" Or, "Hey, did you know that there's one coming out for this?"
I'm like, who would know that? Like
Roxanne would
Roxanne
know that.
and Roxanne and every 60-year-old woman out there.
They're so great. Like, I have so many questions. Like, how did you get here as an actor? Like, these movies are horrible. There's like so many things that makes me question, like, as an actor, how did you get here? Like, how did you decide this was a good script to do?
Let's just be honest. You just love seeing actors at the end of their career.
Now, do you secretly just have a crush on Dean Cain?
Who's in every... Who, for anyone questioning, is in every third Lifetime movie. I think that's his contract. It's
I
like,
think it's the
3%
Hallmark
ratio.
one. So
no,
that
it's
is it.
every 3. Like, it's literally like...
All right, we released one in October, one in November, Dean Cain.
Yeah. Every time. Like, you're just like, it's... You have a pretty good gist when someone's like, a new Lifetime movie come out starring Dean Cain. You're going to get it right at least 33% of the time.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite Lifetime movie?
I really, like, before they, like, had a Lifetime movie.
Long pause.
I know, that was the
know.
longest pause I've ever seen on someone. With the question about a Lifetime movie.
You got to answer right.
To be honest, I can't even name one Lifetime movie.
Well, it sounds like Billy from Saw is asking her, "Make your choice, life or death, live or die."
What is your favorite Lifetime movie?
My favorite Lifetime movie is the Saved by the Bell one.
That one is fantastic. The Full House one was really funny, like, interesting.
I like the Jodi Arias one.
Yeah,
Local shout out.
local shout out. Yeah,
That girl's so fucked up.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna be my favorite.
I need you to watch your language. This is a fucking family channel.
Yeah, like good God.
Wow. Flipping me off. Okay.
So, I guess I'll jump in here. I don't actually know if this is a Lifetime movie. Was that the Slap TV show? Was that a Lifetime TV show? The one the dude.
No, that was
like,
just an
fucking-
ABC,
Was that ABC where
like,
the dude
TV
just
show.
bitch slaps a kid that was acting up?
It was just a TV show.
I
on
literally
ABC.
have no idea what you're talking
It was like
about.
2 years ago.
There's some show where some guy just like, it's a whole show centered around some little kid that's acting up, and this neighbor dude just fucking bitch slaps the kid. Like,
Larry's violently Googling right now.
It was like 2 years ago, I believe.
So if I Google Slap TV, it's going to come up. ABC.
maybe not.
Maybe not. I'm pretty sure there's some other things will come up if you Google Slap TV.
Yeah.
Nah, but there's an Australian show called The Slap. I don't think that's
But
it.
no, I think it did stem from an Australian one, and then they did it as a TV, like a U.S. or American-based show.
We'll figure that out later.
All right. So, any other interesting facts
Starring
about yourself,
Peter
Roxanne?
Sarsgaard.
Ooh.
He's the one that apparently does the slapping.
Slapping the bass.
He just reels back and just like whaps this kid.
All right. So, in the theme of Halloween, though, so we asked about your favorite Lifetime movie. What about favorite horror or Halloween themed movie? What can you recommend to the audience?
There's a number of different movies, but like one of my favorite movies from like childhood is The Watcher in the Woods. And P.S. it's coming and being remade on the Lifetime channel.
Whoa.
That's like the perfect
Bum
day
bum
ever.
bum.
Honestly, if Larry and Roxanne weren't sharing a mic, I'd have her drop the mic.
Yeah. Boom.
Please don't drop it. These are moderately expensive.
Yeah. These are moderately expensive.
All right. So we got to know Roxanne a little bit. Scott, looks like you want to say something.
I lost it.
It must be the scotch.
Yeah. Well, no, you guys were talking about dropping the mic, and I started thinking about that, and I was like, "Fuck, I lost what I was gonna say."
Like drop, and deuce.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Drop,
All right,
roll. Okay.
moving on.
Moving on to the next.
Actually, I know what it was.
Oh, what
Roxanne. It's not a Lifetime movie, but there is a movie that she did recommend that I do have to tell everybody because I did watch it.
Oh, did you watch Black Sheep?
I did watch Black Sheep.
Yes!
Not as good as ThanksKilling, which we will talk about later, but it is definitely up there.
I saw the trailer. I literally came into work. I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, that's got to be.
It's as good as a trailer. It's basically New Zealand's answer to ThanksKilling, apparently.
Yeah,
like it's,
absolutely.
Yeah, instead of a turkey, it's just a herd of sheep. But half of them, they don't even like. They just got a herd of sheep.
You'll never look at sheep the same way again.
Yeah. No, like my favorite part of it is they just got like a herd of sheep. So they just like basically spray painted them red, like around their face, and then just like had them stand around cars, and people are like, "Oh my god, they're gonna get." The sheep clearly have no intent of going in that car.
It's horrible.
It's very bad.
I'm guessing sheep don't take direction very well.
Yeah, no, they just kind of sit there and like, grass. Like,
Can you imagine being the director that had to direct sheep?
yeah, like basically, I looked at it. They had to like throw like treats or something down to get them to fake like they were eating people.
Well, here's the thing. So the thing that shocked me, and she said that you thought the same thing, is that it was put out by Icon Entertainment, the same studio that put out like the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, a respectable studio produced this movie.
So it's been a busy week. We've done some different stuff. We posted a lot of content. Larry, what did we post this week?
We dropped a couple videos. I know Leo put together a video about the corn maze that he went to over in Schnepp Farms last weekend when he missed episode 7 of the podcast, Not Mad or anything. So that's out there. It's a good watch, quick watch. Check it out. And then I'd say the most important video Jeremy put up last night for our new contest. Jeremy is going to give up a comic book from his private collection. It's a Deadpool comic signed by Deadpool co-creator Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, so kind of the backstory about this comic book. So I got this comic book actually from the Deadpool movie premiere. So Rob Liefeld, so the same weekend that was hosting Phoenix Comic Con, they also had a private screening.
Amazing Comic Con.
Oh, amazing Comic Con.
Yeah.
It was Amazing Comic Con. My apologies. Like I said, during that weekend, I said they actually had a Deadpool premiere where you could actually go see the movie with Rob Liefeld. Super like intimate like experience. Like I said, it's a super small group of us that went. We actually got a Q&A session with Rob. And then he also, like I said, gave out a ton of signed comic books and some signed prints and stuff like that. And so I had duplicates just because, like I said, me and my wife went to the event together. While I am the big collector, she is not necessarily the biggest Deadpool fan whatsoever. So what we went ahead and did is actually go ahead and give you guys, our audience, an opportunity to actually win this comic book.
It's pretty awesome.
It's actually a pretty cool comic too. It's a good one if you're a fan of Deadpool.
Well, like I said, it's limited. You can only get it. I said it was like a limited edition comic book that you can only get directly from Rob Liefeld's website, and then the fact that it actually has its signature on him. So for anybody out there that doesn't have like the 3 or 4 hours to wait in line at a con, or and maybe isn't necessarily near a con where he's at, this is a great opportunity for you to actually get a comic book signed by, like I said, someone that has legendary talent in creating Deadpool
and draws really little feet.
So,
am I the only one that notices this?
So if you want to enter that contest, find that video.
Snort number 1.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's going to be our 200 subscriber giveaway. We've already had a huge bump in subs, so get in that quick because it might go faster than you think.
And make sure to leave a comment. Don't just view. Leave a comment.
Yep. Sub, like, comment on that video, and you'll be entered. We'll probably comment back to it something nice and quirky.
Yeah, so like I said, we do read every single comment that is left on our channel.
True story.
Yeah.
You do read them all.
We do read them all. We're very heavily involved with our YouTube channel,
and we try to reply to them all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we take the time to try to reply. Like I said, that's just something we want to continue to do. Throughout the course of of our tenure on YouTube, just because we feel that's super important is to actually engage the community out there, and honestly to say thank you to you as our audience. So, besides our content last week, what else do we have going on?
We had an epic fail in terms of finding collectible things.
What is it necessarily a collectible?
It's kind of.
I feel like it is. I saw the prices on eBay. I'm going to consider it collectible.
Yeah, at the point that what they're selling it for, we tried to go get Reptar bars. Sadly, where we live in Phoenix, there's only one FYE
in a questionable
establishment. For anybody who doesn't know, I guess apparently FYE has some deal where they're bringing back the Reptar bars, which was like a huge thing in the Rugrats TV show.
I don't even think they're bringing them back. This is the first time Reptar bars
yeah.
have ever been manufactured.
So they're starting to bring out them, I should say. Yeah. So all of us are at the age where Rugrats was probably the cartoon that we all watched when we were growing up.
It was what, OG Nicktoons.
Yeah, it was like one of the first ones. It was like that and Rocko's Modern Life, right? Like
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. And then Rocko's. Doug.
Yeah, Doug.
Doug. It was
with
three.
Quailman. So yeah.
Space Ghosts.
No, that was always on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Was that always on Adult Swim?
Yeah, that was.
I don't know.
Channel.
Wrong channel.
We were too poor to afford cable,
So yeah, this was with like Rugrats. Reptar was obviously like basically their analog Godzilla, but became like almost every movie that they watched was a Reptar movie, right?
Yep. Reptar. They had Reptar cereal.
Like everything was Reptar.
He was the baby's life.
Yeah. So everything revolved around him. So they had these chocolates that were Reptar bars, and then FYE just suddenly came out and be like, hey, we're gonna have them, and as with the cartoon, it turns your tongue green, apparently.
What?
Yeah. So that was just stick in the thing. That was so out of place.
So three grown men decided to go out to search for candy bars based off of a children's cartoon that's going to turn our tongue green.
Yeah.
And we're a little disappointed that we failed.
Yeah. We went there. Surprisingly, this place had a Rugrats section, which I was even more surprised with.
I was too, yeah.
What?
Like, it wasn't like it was just like intermixed with the candy. They legit had like, here's the Rugrats shit.
Right? Like a couple shirts, all the Funko Pops.
Yeah, all the Funko Pops.
Oh, they had the Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gone with you.
Yes, you should have.
You had the open invitation.
We said to come. So yeah, they had the thing, and there was clearly a spot where I think the bars were, and they were gone.
I bet you right now that someone bought the entire box right now and is scalping them on eBay.
Yeah, they're expensive on eBay right now.
What's the current price on eBay right now? For
I can't tell you on
the
the price, but I can tell you if you go onto FYE's website, you can pre-order an entire box of 24 of them for $70, which is 24 candy bars for $70.
Roxanne's totally ripping on you by doing air quotes.
Yeah.
Because he was doing air quotes. You can pre-order air quotes.
It's not a pre-order anymore. They've been released. Why is it still a pre-order online?
Because they sold out.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it kind of does, but I'm still saying it's not a pre-order.
So I got it. They're about $15 to $20 on eBay. Right
Yeah,
now.
like $15. This
Per
looks
bar, right?
Per bar.
Per bar.
Yeah.
So basically, they're charging about 5 times as much because what they're $3.
I think they're
$3 a
retail,
piece.
yeah.
Right now, the thing that I think is funny is like there's no way any of us could order these online. We live in Arizona where it's still in the 90s or above. Like that shit will be melted by the time it gets
you
to
don't
my
want
door.
one giant Reptar bar?
No, which is potentially the filling. I think it's caramel filling. Is
I think it's
never-
just green frosting.
I think it's green frosting. I saw
Yeah,
a
is that what it
video,
is?
not on our channel because we don't have them, where the gentleman said that it was green frosting. So it's just this massive amount of sugar that you get.
So
for $3.
it's just going to become just a ginormous mess if we order it online.
pretty much.
Yeah.
There's no, you can't live in Arizona and order chocolate.
Hey,
You can't
honestly
order
though,
anything that's
if
edible.
anybody's out there that wants to send us a Reptar bar,
I'll be happy to unbox your giant mess
Yeah.
of
And
chocolate
we-
frosting.
and we will give you all the shout outs in the world.
absolutely. So like I said, if direct message us, I said if you want to send us a Reptar bar, we'll get you a contact address where you can send that at if you so desire.
Here we go. So this is one of the first times we've actually had a secondary laptop up to do research on.
What?
FYE, here we go. Somebody's selling a box of 5 of them for $55.
So you're saying that that pre-order, allegedly, is an actual good deal?
Air quotes.
Well,
Or,
air
I mean,
quotes.
You could maybe eat 2 of them and turn around and sell the others
Yeah.
and make your 60 bucks back.
This goes back to every like I said, they do this with different toys and everything else like that, but they do it with food and drinks a lot.
Didn't you try to get that Back to the Future Pepsi from Amazon?
So I tried to do that. That was a complete fail. One thing that me and Scott did was that there's Nuka-Cola Quantum. So part of the Fallout universe, the Fallout game, Jones Soda basically made a special edition soda, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Right, yeah. Doesn't look anything like it does in the games, but
At all. Like
Really? That's dumb. It
they
just
got
has
it.
the name?
It's got the name, and they made it blue. But
it's like a blue raspberry soda.
But first off, they didn't even put a bottle cap on it, which makes me kind of upset because the currency in the game is bottle caps.
So it's a
they have
total fail.
So they have a twist off cap. But still, we went to go search for it when it first came out, and we were the first people in the store.
Well, one of the first.
There was like maybe 2 people in front of us, and the freaking employees set aside all of them and bought them before the store even opened.
Yeah. So
So we couldn't get them.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
they were flipping these bottles when they first came out for $100 a piece.
Wow.
And people were buying them?
People
Yeah.
were buying them.
Because it's nuts. That's the power of video games. Like,
No, and then like I said I ended up finding one like way later on, like just out of happenstance, just because like I said we got in an argument with like somebody at Target. So
yeah, me and Jimmy were not nice to the Target employees because the guy kind of hinted that they had some, but they were all set aside, and we're like,
They're all spoken for. 'cause
they're all
I'm taking
spoken
them home.
for,
Get out of
right.
my face.
yeah, I want to flip these on eBay.
yeah, so we're like, no, this isn't happening without at least somebody crying. And Jeremy and I tried to make as many Target employees cry as we could.
All right, so that was kind of an update of what we did last week. But this week, though, like I said, it's the Super Mega Halloween Special.
Wait, did you say Super Mega Halloween Special?
I think he said Super Mega Halloween Special.
And with that Super Mega Halloween Special, like I said, we actually have, like I said, we want to talk about some of our favorite horror movies. One of my favorite movies of all time, in regards to like the Halloween like type series, like the Halloween genre. I love the campiness of Nightmare on Elm Street. Specifically,
yeah, I was gonna say,
specifically because Scott knows this.
There is one that you love more than all others.
I love this just because it's so corny and stupid, but it's amazing. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Dream
The
Warriors.
Dream Warriors. And specifically because of one quote on there is there's this girl, so it takes place in this, spoiler alert in case you haven't seen a movie from the 80s. It takes place, like I said, in a mental hospital.
You'd be surprised how many people get mad if you spoil a movie that's been out for 20 years.
Yeah, it happens. Roxanne, I'm like, you laugh, but it actually happens.
we read the comments.
Yeah. So there's this part where this girl is in like the TV room because there's only a TV room because like I said they're in a mental hospital, and she's sitting there on the couch, she's smoking cigarettes and burning her arm, to try to stay awake because she's
Because wait, there's only one TV yet. Everyone has cigarettes.
yeah, everyone has cigarettes and everyone's
The
smoking.
more dangerous thing.
So she's putting cigarettes on her out of her arm, trying to like stay awake. Then she's watching like Johnny Carson or something like that, and then Zsa Zsa Gabor's on there, and then Zsa Zsa Gabor turns into Freddy Krueger, and then she goes up to try to like mess with the TV, and then the TV comes alive as Freddy Krueger, and then he says my favorite quote of all time: "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and shoves her head in the TV. It's the most fantastic thing ever. I love it.
Is that now? I will tell you this. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series, but there's been so many they start to like mend together. Is that the one with the comic book dude that like?
That is
that 2?
No, that is part 5.
Part 5. Yeah, that's my favorite one. Was where the guy you think that he wins and then
No. That's part 6. That's Freddy's Dead.
Yeah,
where he's the comic book artist, he comes to life, and then
he does all the guns and stuff.
and he comes out with the guns.
Yeah.
And then faster, more like faster than a speeding bastard, and then like Freddy's all buff and shit like that.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite streets.
Yeah.
That and the first one watching. Okay,
I'm glad it's such a favorite of Scott's that he didn't even know what it was called.
Dude, it's not. Yeah. Touche.
Getting you back for inaugural.
The one I still love is Nightmare on Elm Street, where Johnny Depp gets pulled into his bed and the fountain of blood.
Movie roles.
Yeah,
He gets blender eyes.
Yeah, and his mom is the one that finds him and drips on her. Like,
and they clean up his corpse in multiple buckets
and like trash bags. Like,
it is a great movie. So Scott, so you're on the Nightmare on Elm Street train as well.
Yeah.
Larry, what about you?
So I'm not the biggest horror guy, so I'm gonna kind of take a tangent a little bit. I'm gonna go zombie, but I'm also going like funny zombie and say Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead,
one of the greatest movies ever.
It's
so
great.
Good.
It's a Halloween-esque movie, right? There's zombies, there's red. It's
zombie, yes.
good.
You got a bit of red on you.
Okay, so that's a good choice. Roxanne.
There's just so many movies that I love, but like I used to work at Circuit City, and so I would buy movies for fun and then like watch them by myself, because who doesn't like to watch a scary movie like Home Alone? And
You're saying Home Alone's a scary movie.
Yeah, Home Alone is one of my favorite movies.
No, I'm saying Home Alone.
We're gonna have a debate about Home Alone during Christmas time.
Maybe for our super mega Christmas
Christmas
special.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you just say?
Christmas, yes.
Super mega Christmas special.
Yeah.
And it's a Christmas special.
It
Not a
is.
holiday special. It's a Christmas special.
Shout out to Jesus.
Yeah. Hooray! Sweet 13
Cheer
pound,
up,
2 ounce
Jesus
baby
loves
Jesus.
you.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Wait, did you even choose a movie?
No, she didn't.
No, there's no movie choice at all in that.
It must be the schnapps.
It is the schnapps.
No, I have like way.
To be honest, I've only given her one drink.
Well, I just noticed that she's also a drink tapper like someone else at the table.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
My bad.
I love too many movies to name like one specific one.
Just open the bottle. No, that wasn't Scott farting. That was him opening a bottle of Glenfiddich Scotch.
12-year.
12-year, okay.
Yeah, decent.
Back to Roxanne with that movie.
Come on, pick a movie,
Did you
damn
pick
it.
your movie yet?
I can't pick just one, but like I think my favorite like
She's also a finger tapper too, I guess.
Clearly.
And you have to talk over here.
So I'm not that bad.
No.
I am.
She just wants to watch my editing skills.
I do. I'm trying to like get you super good at editing. I don't know.
Tappa, tappa, tappa. So that movie.
Yes.
There's so many to choose
We
from.
still have yet to pick
I
a movie.
know. I'm trying to think. I mentioned earlier Watcher in the Woods, like little kid. I thought that movie was
You're trying to figure out what's back on Lifetime that's a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
No,
There's
I'm
like 3 of
talking,
them.
Little
Hocus Pocus. I picked
That's
for
on,
you.
That's on Freeform's 13 Days of Halloween.
Multiple times.
I believe on Halloween Day they're playing Hocus Pocus back to back to back to back, like all day, 24
So basically,
hours.
it's the Halloween Christmas story.
Yeah, I was just
Exactly. But that's way too much Bette Midler for one day.
Yeah. And Sarah
Jessica Parker.
Jessica Parker. I was gonna say I forget my the 3 name people.
Sarah Michelle
one's
Gellar.
Buffy, one is Sex in the City.
Oh, one looks like a horse and one's a normal human being. I'll let you guys decide which one's which.
When Matthew Broderick comes over here to fight, I'm not gonna help.
He's not gonna help. So that Halloween movie.
You know what? Honestly, I would fight Matthew Broderick. Like, I think I could take him.
I think you could too.
I'm looking at the time now. I said we've spent 5 minutes trying to.
I'll throw in a movie here. Movie that terrified me as a child that I still watch all the time. The original Critters.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It came out when I was like little, and like I was like what 5 or 6 when that came out. You cannot show that shit to a 5 or 6-year-old.
Well, that's good that you think of that now. It's not your turn to think of the movie. It's Roxanne's turn to think of the movie.
I am trying
What's
to
the
spur some inspiration here.
What's the movie with the giant worms?
Oh,
Tremors?
Tremors. Yeah.
Yeah, Tremors
It's not
is
really
good.
Halloween,
Yeah.
but
I mean, come on,
Critters
Kevin
remind me.
Bacon.
Yeah, it's Kevin Bacon.
Motherfucking Bacon.
I like bacon.
Who doesn't?
I'd like to know what Roxanne's favorite Halloween movie
We
is.
still got to get an answer. We're waiting.
I can't think of just one.
Just
You're being put on the spot. There's 115 people out there that want to know what your favorite movie is.
Those,
just drop a list. Just give a list then. You don't have to go your favorite. Just say which
So-
ones do you like to watch.
I like to
Shit,
watch
just turn around. On my TV, there's one.
Friday the 13th.
Whoa!
What?
Great choice.
That is a great choice.
I mean, you could have said anything, and right then I would have said great choice just to move on.
Honestly, I said, is that final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, Friday the 13th. Which one?
Freddy versus Jason.
I was
Is that
I was just gonna say Freddy
Yeah.
versus Jason.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
I saw that at the drive-in.
It was great for what it was.
You know what was actually a good movie? Like I said, and I waited for it to drop yesterday, and I watched it as soon as it dropped. Larry, I think you watched it too.
The Babysitter.
The Babysitter.
It's on my list. I've not watched it yet. I am a bad, I guess, correspondent. I don't know what I would call myself.
We are
a reviewer.
podcasters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
podcaster.
Scott.
So
You need to.
I'm a bad podcaster because I have not watched it
You
yet.
need to be up in the know.
This is episode 9.
This is
Yeah.
episode 9. I should have watched it as soon as it dropped.
I'm
sorry because
it was actually really good.
I just because I have a 4-year-old. I had to watch Super Monsters all day yesterday because that also dropped.
Is that your favorite?
That is now my favorite Halloween themed TV show.
Super Monsters.
Super Monsters, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway,
I have no idea what
let's
you're
talk
talking
about
Yeah,
the
what's
babysitter.
happening?
They basically are like how to make Halloween not scary for kids. Fucking kids show.
So the Babysitter, you could totally tell though that this had drawn inspiration from Zombieland, and I loved that aspect of it.
I really liked it. Like, I didn't know what to expect, right? We saw the trailer.
I think we all watched the trailer together.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did. We talked about it last week too. I mean, you kind of got what you thought you were gonna get. Pretty girl. She's the babysitter. She comes to babysit a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Who's not ashamed to have a babysitter because she's so hot.
She's super hot.
Honestly, I've seen based on the trailer. If I was 13 and that girl showed up to my house, I would not complain.
No, I mean it's cute.
Yeah, it plays into that big time.
Yeah, it's fun, right? She's a little nerdy. She drops some Star Trek trivia and that kind of stuff. She gets in the pool in a nice red Phoebe Cates bikini.
You actually know the
The style.
Is he in like the bathroom watching her in the pool?
No, it's not quite that. It's not creepy. They're friends. They get along really well. But then the twist.
I'm still flabbergasted about the PB Gates thing.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes.
No,
I know what you mean,
All right.
but like,
it's a red bikini. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's that style, but
If so, it needs to be a style.
yeah,
it should be a style.
we're gonna call it that from now on.
No, but like I said, the movie, like I said, it was so, it has that perfect horror comedy feel to it.
Yeah.
Like, and especially I said with the Zombieland type, like just overlay the words like pocket knife bitches. when he's going through and gathering stuff, and like when he's trying like to fight like all the different like teenagers that are over there. It's like it plays out awesome. I loved it.
I know that last week we kind of compared it to being a Evil Dead-esque type of movie. Now that it's actually been out, what would you put it as?
Honestly, I would put it as basically like if Zombieland is happening, this is happening in someone's house. It's literally it's like Zombieland without the zombies. That's how I see it, because there's some like overly like gory like death scenes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the kid kills almost everybody by accident.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It was good.
One of my favorite characters though in the movie died within the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
The nerdy kid?
No,
I was the only one that gets the
black
double,
guy.
the double knife to the
He
thing.
was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty good. I'm going to lick your face.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway.
That's what you're concerned about right now.
No.
That guy, right?
No, one of the funniest moments in there is so they kill the first guy.
Spoiler alert, since it came out yesterday.
So whatever. Like I said, we spoiler alert movie from 1980 earlier. It continues on throughout the entire episode. I have a spoiler alert immunity card right now. So they kill the first guy, and then he actually ended up calling the cops, and the cops' blood. Like I said, one of the cops, so they killed the cops too. One of the cops' blood gets him. So he replies back. It's like some fact about AIDS, and he's like, 3 out of 4 people, one out of every 4 people have AIDS. I have 2 people's blood on me. You do the math. I have AIDS.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw my in-depth review I posted on our Instagram storyline, but
I know someone did. Half Geek.
Yeah, it consists of 3 words. I liked it. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Shout out to Half Geek for calling me out for my lame ass review. But dude, it's a story. I can't post more than 3 words in my name.
Well, here I'm gonna outdo you right now.
Yeah?
With
You got
review.
4 words?
I liked it too.
Nice.
Here. I want to do this. Is it best movie of the month?
It's 1,000 times better than
Little Evil.
Little Evil.
I'm sold. That's all you had to say.
Just go watch.
Is it twice as good as Little Evil? I'll watch it.
Yeah, it was like for a Netflix movie, it was good. It was a nice different twist too.
So the main focus of this Super Mega Halloween special was Scott challenged us to all watch the glorious horror comedy movie called ThanksKilling.
You can say train wreck. It's fine.
No, it was glorious. Gloriously train wreckable.
Yeah.
But it was good. Well, so we all watched it.
It's the
Including
greatest.
our guest of honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually made a guest watch that shit show of a movie.
It was. I can't even redeem it.
I made my husband watch it with me too.
It was
I
so
love
terrible.
how as Jeremy was watching it, he's just texting me the turkey's lines as he was watching.
Well, because I was drinking, my wife comes out. She's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I'm like, "I'm watching, ThanksKilling. It's about a murderous turkey that's totally unbelievable."
All right, there's a legit turkey rape scene in the movie. Like, it is irredeemable.
It's that, but so honestly, the part of the movie where the turkey's wearing the sheriff's face, but none of the people in the movie know that it's not.
That they have to bend over
Right.
and talk
Like,
to.
hi, Dad.
Ha ha ha! You kids are fucking retarded.
That was probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
So, with that being said, I have a special little game for all of you guys to play. So, Scott, Larry, and our special guest, Roxanne, we have on the board ThanksKilling Trivia. And in a very specific format, we're going to be playing ThanksKilling Jeopardy
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Super pumped.
with your host, Jeremy. Yes.
Jeremy Alex Trebek.
Game show host, podcaster.
You can play along. I threw out the challenge on Instagram that you guys should watch it too. So if you haven't, pause real quick and you can play along. If you beat our score, let us know in the comments.
Okay, first up, the movie is legitimately like an hour and 5 minutes long. It is not an extensive movie
It's
at
an
all.
easy watch. Again, it's on
Pause.
Amazon Prime.
Right.
Free on Prime.
Free on Prime. Pause the podcast, go watch it, and then come back so we can play this game all together.
Yes, absolutely. So let's get into the game, everybody. All right, welcome to the game. This is ThanksKilling Jeopardy.
My favorite type of Jeopardy.
A whole Jeopardy on ThanksKilling. Come on, this is epic. This is something that I've worked so hard on that I wish I was playing.
A game based around the arguably worst, yet somehow the best Halloween movie of all time.
Oh, come on. Come on, Roxanne. Like I said, it wasn't really that bad.
It was horrible. I had to break it up into 2 sections, and it's a 70-minute movie.
So, Larry, what about, come on. He said, I actually got a text from Larry saying, this is bad.
I did the same. I watched about 30 minutes, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to take a break. It was okay. It was bad because it was supposed to be bad.
Exactly. Like,
That acting, somebody should have got an Oscar for that.
no turkey. No.
It's a turkey.
All right, so we're gonna get into the game. So this is like legit Jeopardy. So what we're gonna do is I'm not playing. So we have 3 contestants. We have Scott. Scott, when you are ready to answer your question, your buzzer is what?
I thought the appropriate goat scream buzzer would be the best one.
That was a goat scream. So okay, Scott is the goat scream. So Larry, your buzzer will be what? So basically, you're trying to censor Scott. So
yes.
Obviously appropriate.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, now Roxanne, your buzzer will be what? All right, that's very funny.
Is that like the Nokia noise?
No, it sounds like AOL. I got the instant
yeah,
message.
yeah. Which not to intrude in, but do you hear that they're finally shutting that shit down? It's still been going on. Like the instant
All these
messenger.
years?
I
Yes.
didn't realize that.
AIM, the AOL Instant Messenger, is still active. I just heard they're shutting it down in like 3 months.
Imagine all the people in the trailer park that must be pissed that their means of
those
communication
meth,
get shut down
those meth dealers that use that as a way to go unnoticed.
in the dark web.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and start the game. And we're starting the game, maybe.
What'd you do to the computer, Jeremy?
No, I think it's the effect of the $200 laptop from Target.
Yay!
Keep in mind, this is all made in PowerPoint.
It's pretty nice.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
so I told you, I spent a lot of time on this. All right, our categories are Gobble Gobble Motherfucker. Next category, Turkey Facts.
Oh.
Next category, Stuffing.
You just got stuffed.
Next category, The Roaster. IMDb. And the STS Guys. Surprise free category. To give everybody an equal playing edge. All right. So let's do a rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Just because this was my suggestion, I will go ahead and bow out of going first.
Ooh.
All right, so me versus Roxanne.
You versus Roxanne.
All right.
What?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot. You won.
All right.
Roxanne goes
our
first.
guest of honor, has won. Go ahead and pick a category, Roxanne.
Let's go with Gobble Gobble Motherfucker for 200, please.
Ooh. Gobble Gobble Motherfucker. Question 1. This is seen in the first second of the movie. Roxanne.
Tits.
Correct answer. What are tits? Please form.
What are tits?
Next time, please form your answer in the form of a question.
Sorry.
This is Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy.
It is.
All right. So Roxanne on the board first with $200. You're still in control of the board, Roxanne.
Let's go with Gobble Gobble Motherfucker 400.
This is the main antagonist of the movie. Scott.
Who is Turkey?
Correct.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Scott on the board with $400.
You
All
made this in PowerPoint?
I mean,
This is pretty sweet.
It's actually it's pretty snazzy.
thank you.
Yay!
Like I said, I spent a lot of time on this.
You shouldn't have.
You spent more time working on this than they spent making the actual movie.
I think so.
Yeah, probably. I probably had a higher budget too.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Scott, you're still in control of the
All
board.
right, I want. Let's do stuffing for 200.
Stuffing for 200. This is the flavor of the condom that turkey uses. Scott.
What is gravy?
Correct? What is gravy?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is not my. This is my favorite movie for a reason.
Scott, okay, let's give a quick update to everybody. We have Scott in the lead with 600, Larry with a paltry 0, and Roxanne, our guest of honor, for $200.
So I think, in truth, Larry is the one winning here. All right, let's do. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Roaster for 400, please.
Roaster for 400. This is what turkey says after he makes. After he makes. I don't know. I misspelled the question. Himself on the girl.
What is you just got stuffed?
You've just been stuffed. All right, Scott, leading with $1,000.
Scott is killing it at this right now.
Scott is.
I've
killing
watched
it.
this way too much. Let's do. You know, I have no idea who any of the people are in this, so let's do IMDb for 600.
This is the name of the adult actress in the opening sequence.
I actually know
Scott
this.
knows his porn.
I know my porn. It is Wanda Lust.
I knew. I was like, it's Lust something.
Who is Wanda Lust?
I should say I know one actress in this movie.
All right, Scott has been in control of the board.
Dominating it. Turkey facts 800, please.
Turkey facts for 800. Ooh. Oscar's dog pisses on this object to bring back turkey. Ooh, Larry.
I don't even remember. I just want to do my buzzer.
Somebody else, buzz in.
Is
Yes.
it a talesman? Or is it a totem? What is a totem?
Answer. What
What
is
is
a
a
totem?
totem?
Ooh.
Woo!
Whoa.
Roxanne.
Wait. Roxanne just jumped to $1,000.
Oh, snap.
Roxanne, you're in control of the board.
Let's do the STS Guys for 600.
The STS Guys. The STS Guys acronym is an acronym for this specific phrase.
What is shoot the shit, guys?
I find it funny that the two members of the actual STS Guys didn't even buzz in.
We were giving our we were testing our special guest.
All right.
We're seeing
What is shoot the shit? All right. I think, what does this put Roxanne in the lead?
I think it
No, it
Oh,
ties us
right.
up.
Hi. Oh,
Do, 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 do.
there's no question.
She didn't like your singing.
All right. So, Roxanne, you're in control of the board?
Let's go with Gobble Gobble Motherfucker for 800.
Turkey is brought back to life at the end of the movie by this material. Larry.
I'm going to say uranium. Something radioactive.
What is toxic radioactive waste?
Woo!
I love
Larry.
how I do love how we've all conveniently forgot the stupid bullshit rule of the what is, and no one cares.
Dumb, man.
It is
Sorry,
dumb.
Alex Trebek, we're not doing
That's
that.
the stupid thing. Why am I asking you the question and you're giving me the answer? That's a bullshit thing.
Well, obviously, it's worked
That
for,
was just someone was out of
a few
ideas.
years because Jeopardy continues to last on.
Yeah, I stopped watching when the mustache left. That's all I have to say.
All right. Or how about when didn't that stupid computer play Jeopardy or something
And
like
like
that?
one every time. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that happened. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Google.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Yeah, it's Google.
I'm going to go with the ever-challenging STS Guys for 200.
Ooh.
Well, this was the title of the first podcast episode of the STS Guys. Larry.
Immortal Shut Up already? Something like that? If it's not right, it's not right.
Close enough. I'm gonna give it to him because yeah.
Enough already.
Do you know we're all enough already?
It was close enough.
So do we vote? Is it
I'm
okay?
I'm giving it to him.
All right.
It's very generous.
Larry bringing it up with $1,000, still in control of the board.
Let's go Turkey Facts for 200.
Turkey Facts 200. Larry playing it safe. Turkey reappears during this interval of time.
What is every 505 years?
Response? What is every 505 years?
Nice.
Which I love the fact that, though, if you see, the boobs are supposed to be in 1621, so
it
the
the
505 is nowhere near it.
nowhere near it?
Yet in the campfire scene, the dude literally says, we're approaching that date starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not 2022. Like,
I think that plays into the shittiness of the movie.
they forgot their own continuity.
No, it gets woken up early. Well,
No,
yes,
but he
it-
literally says, it's not today, but starting tomorrow it will be.
But it also happens early because the dog pees on the thing.
The totem.
The
The
totem.
totem.
Oh.
I paid more attention to this game than I did to the movie.
The tiny totem pole.
All right, Scott, you're in control of the
Oh,
board.
okay. Stuffing for 600.
Stuffing, 600. Turkey uses this to disguise himself. Larry,
That chick's dad's face.
chick's dad's
What
face.
is that? What is?
You mean the sheriff?
Sheriff's face.
Yeah.
Totally counts.
Totally counts.
Totally counts. No one actually. I don't even think he's one of the few characters that I don't even think he has a name. I think it's just the sheriff.
Yeah, he's just the sheriff.
Just the sheriff.
All right, Larry, you're in control of the board.
Let's go IMDb for 200, please.
The human IMDb playing it safe. Okay, let's go ahead and go 200. This was the budget for ThanksKilling.
What is $3,500?
The answer? What is $3,500?
Nice.
Scott, you're in control of the board.
Let's go big. I want stuffing for 1,000.
Stuffing for 1,000.
Literally.
This is where Turkey will be if he's not killing. Roxanne,
What is his teepee?
what is a teepee?
Also, my favorite scene in the movie is the friggin'
With that,
clearly.
Roxanne jumps in the lead.
I love how the teepee in the movie is clearly just some bed sheets thrown over a couple
Oh,
of
I know.
sticks.
And there's a back and a.
In the middle of the neighborhood.
And there's a back and a front. And it's like tiny, but then when they go into it, it fits all three of the people.
Like all three adults and the stuffed turkey and the cameraman. Let's do the roaster for 800.
Roaster for 800. Daily double! Oh! How much do you want to wager on the daily double?
600.
600, playing it safe.
Ooh.
All
I will tell you this: there is no actual prize of winning this. Like, you don't have to
That you
worry
know
about.
of.
Oh.
No, there's no prize.
The only prize we have is currently up for grabs on our YouTube channel.
Make sure to check out the Rival FL signed comic. The roaster, question 4. Evidently, I didn't type that one in right.
What is true?
What is true?
It is a game. Roxanne gets the points.
Answer. It's my daily double fucking up.
Yay!
What is Roxanne gets money?
Yeah, Roxanne gets.
Do we award the points?
We award the
Yes,
points.
by default.
By Jeremy's fuck up, we award the points.
Roxanne in a commanding lead. 30. Okay, give everyone a reminder what the score is. Scott with 2,000, Larry with 1,600, and Roxanne with $3,200. Roxanne still in control of the board.
Let's do. Oh no, my phone locked.
Huh?
Let me get my buzzer back. Let's do. I am douchebag for 800.
I am douchebag for 800.
Whoa!
Whoa.
We're okay.
This is the title of the ThanksKilling sequel. Larry,
ThanksKilling 3.
what is ThanksKilling 3?
Yes.
Larry with his IMDb facts.
Wait, but it's a sequel. Shouldn't it be ThanksKilling 2?
You would think.
You would think.
But there is no ThanksKilling 2.
Which is what ThanksKilling 3 is about.
Yeah.
Of them trying to find the copy of ThanksKilling 2.
Really?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh.
With puppets.
With more puppets.
With puppets. But not just a puppet turkey. There's like puppet people.
There's even more puppets.
Yeah.
So who knows? There may be a trivia game of that in the future.
Super Mega Halloween Special number 2, 2018.
I say that
What?
I say that we stay way the hell away from ThanksKilling for next year.
It's probably a good idea.
I think everyone around us, like even like in the work environment, is sick of us talking about ThanksKilling
Right. And quoting turkey.
and quoting turkey. So who got that answer
I
right?
think that was me.
That was Larry.
Larry.
Yeah.
Let's go The Roaster for 200.
This is Turkey's first line in the movie.
Nice tits, bitch.
The answer is nice tits, bitch.
Well done, Scott. Well done.
That was perfect delivery.
That was. Scott, in control of the board.
All right, let's see how well I know myself here. Let's do STS Guys for 1,000.
Ooh. The STS Guys hit 100 subscribers on this specific date. Larry.
Whatever last Sunday was?
Would that be
Sunday, October 8th.
final answer?
Yeah, final answer. If I'm wrong, somebody else gets to guess, right?
No, you lose your dollars. Go,
Yeah.
let's do it.
October 8th. Damn it.
October 7th.
You were actually
I'm
close.
so close.
I couldn't remember. I was like, it's between the 5th and the 10th. Like, that's the best I
That was
got.
accurate.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know that is because Larry texted me on that
know.
day. That's where I pulled the date from.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
should have known. I was looking. If this was that game where you get to phone a friend, I wanted to pull out my phone and check my text messages.
You sent messages.
There we go.
I honestly say we give it to Larry.
He got close. He
got
got closer
close.
than I would have guessed.
Thank you.
Oh.
But that puts Larry in the lead.
Larry's winning. Thanks,
Larry
killing
also in
trivia.
control of the board.
Let's go turkey facts, 400.
Turkey facts for 400. Turkey throws this animal into the fire.
What is a baby rabbit?
The answer. What is a rabbit?
I don't even remember that part.
She just
At
gets back
all.
from talking on the phone with her
gets
dad.
back-
And they throw a clearly stuffed animal
Yeah.
of a rabbit.
It's after she goes,
There's something weird out here. It's scary.
oh my God, it's so
Oh my
the
God.
turkey chased me. Oh.
The turkey's real. Oh, now you believe in a turkey?
All right.
All right. Scott.
Stuffing for 800.
Stuffing for 800. This object is used to stop turkey.
Actually, can I get a clarifier here? Is this the eventual killing of the turkey?
This is what is used originally to stop the turkey, not what was used to kill the turkey in the end. So what is used to stop the turkey? What is foretold? Like, hey, what do they have to find?
Okay, what do they
stop
have
the
to
turkey?
find to start the turkey? So they have to take his talisman and then recite the prayer backwards. And then burn him at the stake like a witch.
Okay, there you go.
That was way more detailed than what I needed. Because the answer is, what is a book?
Wow.
But you get the points.
Yes, I better get the points for that fucking answer. Jesus.
So we have Scott at 3,400, Larry at 3,400, Roxanne at 3,200. It is anybody's game at
It
this
is.
point in time.
Yes. All right. I want gobble gobble motherfucker for 1,000.
All right, gobble gobble motherfucker for 1,000. Turkey was created by this type of individual. Scott.
He is a Indian medicine man witch doctor.
I was just going to say Native American. I think that's close enough. What's the answer?
The answer is, what is a Native American shaman?
It's close enough.
Close enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Yay!
Scott jumps to $4,400
Oh.
and still in control of the board.
That could have been a game changer right there.
No, probably not. All right. I'm going to... clearly, I can't get any of these correct, so let's do STS Guys for 400. I want to knock this category out.
This was the first guest to join an episode of the STS Guys.
Who is Stacy?
The answer is, who is Stacy?
Hey!
Woo!
Shout out to Stacy.
You know what I find funny is that our own questions to the podcast that people have done the worst on compared to the stupid things.
Based on everything we've seen, like, that's the worst.
We don't know our own history.
No, not at all.
I knew that one. That was easy.
I knew that one.
All right, Scott, you're in control of the board.
All right, let's knock out the STS Guys.
Clear the
Go for
category.
800. Kill the category.
These two members of the STS Guys have a large collection of what type of figures? Roxanne.
Pops. What is Pops?
Bro. Oh.
What are Funko Pops?
Hey!
Well done.
Wow, the member that actually has the didn't answer the question.
To be honest, he did
He
ring
tried.
in.
He
It was
tried.
after. It was after.
His phone fell asleep.
Yeah. I hate when I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta unlock that. Oh.
All right, Roxanne. Remember the score. Roxanne at 4,000. Larry at 3,400. Scott at 4,800. Roxanne, control the board.
Let's do turkey facts for 1,000, please.
Turkey facts for 1,000. This is the spelling of Turkey's name.
You're showing us the fucking board.
Oh yeah, that's why no hesitation. I can read, so I'm gonna go ahead and say
We gotta snort. Hooray!
Still waiting for the answer.
Turkie.
Is that correct? Turkie. Correct.
You seriously put that as a fucking question?
For this very reaction. Larry, control the board.
Let's go the roaster for 600.
The roaster for 600.
Yay!
Question I fucked up on.
What's the answer, Jeremy?
It's probably
The roaster!
Never would have guessed.
According to the rules, Larry gets the points.
No points. Just skip that one. Do you have to give it to somebody?
Yes.
no. I don't have to give it to anyone.
Did we run out of time? What's that timer for?
What timer?
You have it. There's a timer up at the top.
Oh, like I said, I don't think we need the timer.
I don't know.
We're answering these within seconds. We're not gonna need one.
All right. So
Larry, go ahead.
Oh,
Pick a new
Larry,
one.
do me?
Yeah.
Let's go with stuffing for 400, please.
Ooh,
Stuffing
clear the
for 400.
stuffing category.
The sheriff's wife puts this in his coffee.
That would be a turd, sir.
The answer, what is dog shit? Correct.
I want a divorce.
I want a divorce.
This tastes like shit.
Well, because there's a turd in there.
Larry still in control of the board.
Let's go crazy with the roaster for 1,000.
Roaster for 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is fucking up.
The roaster doesn't work.
Just go back.
Evidently, I forgot to save that.
All the
portion.
questions. Yeah, it's fine. Larry, pick again.
Oh, IMDb 400, please.
ThanksKilling was released in this year. Larry.
2007. All right.
I think Roxanne
Yeah.
is next.
I think, what is 2008?
No, it
What
is
is 2008?
2009.
2008? 2009 was the DVD release. 2008 was the
So I
theatrical
swear
release.
I saw 2007
It was
somewhere.
it was
It was
filmed.
It was filmed in
It
2007.
literally was filmed. It took them 2 years to get that actually out.
Lame.
All right. So I'm giving Roxanne the points on that one.
All right, Roxanne. There's 3 categories left.
It's anybody's game.
It is anybody's game at this point.
I'll take I am douchebag for 1,000.
This crowdfunding site is where the budget from the sequel came from. I misspelled sequel.
Yes, you did. Sequel. The sequel was funded by Kickstarter.
The answer? What is Kickstarter? Scott, control
All
the
right.
board. 2 questions left.
Well, I'm gonna leave because I love the title of the category. I'm leaving it as last, so I want turkey facts for 600.
This is the first victim in the movie.
Who is the topless pilgrim lady? Wanda Lust?
Who is the topless pilgrim?
How is it that I know exactly what you're gonna type on?
Because we think exactly alike.
It's true. All right.
right.
Gobble gobble motherfucker.
Gobble gobble motherfucker for 600. Turkey is brought back from the dead by this action.
Roxanne said this earlier, actually, the dog pissing on the totem.
That's right.
What is dog pee? Correct.
Yay!
Well
All right.
done, Scott.
We have cleared the board. It's time for
Oh.
Final Jeopardy.
Oh, shoots and ladders. The Widowmaker.
Category is the Widowmaker. Scott, how much do you wish?
Keep that star. I want all my points.
Yep. All my points, please.
Sure.
All
Go
right.
for the goal.
Keep it easy.
All right. Buzzer's ready. Larry, unlock your phone.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
This website was the initial release of the ThanksKilling on DVD, which took a year to sell 1,000 copies.
I have no idea, so I'm going to say Amazon.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It was Amazon.
Hey!
Oh, Larry's the winner!
Congratulations, Larry. You just won ThanksKilling Jeopardy. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disneyland. Or
With the money we don't get, yeah.
I'll probably just go play some video games.
Congratulations, Larry.
Oh,
I
thank
hope
you.
everyone enjoyed the game. I said hopefully we can do more of these types of games in the future where I actually, finish the fucking questions.
Yes, yeah. Don't leave like 4 of them blank.
That was a mistake. I tried.
You actually did double Jeopardy on there, which I was actually impressed with.
All right, I got double Jeopardy, I got Final Jeopardy. I gotta mix as much in as I can.
Yeah.
It's really good.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you. So
Perfect.
now back to your normally scheduled program.
Woo!
All right, that was a pretty interesting game. I'm actually kind of surprised about the wealth of depths of knowledge that each one of you had regarding
I was surprised it was
ThanksKilling.
not one-sided.
No.
You did way better than I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, Larry, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You survived the Widowmaker question. And you pull out the win from the Widowmaker. I'm just saying, that's pretty impressive. For someone who basically texts, this movie is so bad.
It's horrible.
The world's biggest pile of shit.
Well, literally, I said,
It was filmed in Ohio. What do you expect?
well, that,
So next time someone asks me to tell an interesting fact about myself, I'm going to tell them that I once won a version of ThanksKilling Jeopardy.
There you go.
that is
Perfect. That is a perfect two truths and a lie.
Yeah, two truths and a lie. Like, because it is so out there and so random. But like I said, it holds a special place in my heart. Even though I fucked up a couple of the questions, and I apologize
A
about
couple
that.
of them. There was like 5.
It was like 3. Or maybe more. I don't know.
We'll have to go back and relook.
I was just, like I said, I was just impressed of how good it looked. Like I said, aesthetically,
Oh, it was beautiful.
the import maybe didn't work as
And for those
well
who
as I would
watch,
have
we
liked.
actually have a little mini screen up.
Yeah. So I said, well, actually, I said for that, I said for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you'll see this, like I said, live blown up on your screen. We all played it off of a laptop that was sitting here. So, so it kind of leads us into our kind of final topic for the night. So we have something that's kind of interesting. The reason we brought Roxanne on, being from Michigan, is like I said, there's some pretty different traditions, for Halloween that are around. Scott, your dog's being an asshole right now.
They're all the assholes. For those of you wondering what that random noise in the background is, my dogs have
It's not a
decided-
ghost.
It's not a ghost.
It's
My
a bear.
My dogs have decided that now is the perfect time to just go in and out of the dog door.
So, Roxanne, what is Halloween like in Detroit, Michigan?
So there's a couple different things. So I'll start. I'll tell the story this way. So when I first moved here, Stop it. When I first moved to Arizona, I came here in November, and then the following October, I was like, dude, does it get crazy here for Devil's Night? And people are like, what is Devil's Night? I was like, where people burn down houses, TP them, egg them. And they're like, whoa. Like, rewind. What did you just say? I was like, burn down houses. And then it started this whole question, like, where are you from? Like, what happens in the part of the country you're from?
I think literally within the first 10 minutes of meeting Roxanne, I actually heard about Devil's Night.
Yeah,
It was like, hi, my name's Roxanne. Did you know there's this thing called Devil's Night in Michigan?
I met Roxanne in April when this came up.
Because everybody thinks it's hilarious and that I made it up, but I didn't. Like, it's on Wikipedia.
The source of truth.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, I mean, we were assholes as kids. Like, growing up, Halloween, we TP'd the houses
Yeah,
and
like egg stuff.
stuff and
I didn't know that there was necessarily a specific night for it.
Yeah.
It's called Devil's Night, and it
So
got
is Devil's Night on Halloween, or is
No,
it?
it's the night before.
Okay, it's the night before Halloween.
Yeah.
So basically,
You can't mess up trick-or-treating.
So basically, the night, like the morning before Halloween, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get all the candy ready. Oh, my car got burned.
No. Like, so it happens in Detroit. There's a ton of abandoned houses, and I don't know why people started doing it, but it got really, really bad in the late 80s, early 90s, and then they started calling it Angels Night, and then like thousands of people
'cause that
would
makes it
patrol
better.
the streets to try to stop the fires, and they got it down to a minimum. But people still burnt down these houses.
Speaking of candy and Halloween candy, I think your dog is eating Skittles.
My dog, one of my dogs is in fact
so
eating
great.
Skittles. Yeah,
Tasting the rainbow.
yeah,
Enjoy that shit later.
yeah.
So,
It's gonna be multicolored. I mean,
so did you ever participate in these activities?
No, I was a little kid.
Were you too scared?
Well, I wasn't going to go down to
Honestly-
Detroit
honestly,
and burn
like-
down houses.
honestly, the thing is, if I'm out there like I'm gonna egg a car, and then someone's like, "We're gonna burn this fucking house down," I'm not gonna partake.
Have I egged some cars, put peanut butter on them? Yes.
So you have a bad Halloween Devil's Night side.
Yeah. The worst thing we did was just you put dog crap on the underside of like a person's car door handle, so when they go to open their car,
Who gets nominated to put the dog crap there?
Yeah.
you put a glove on. Like, we're not dumb enough to just pick up dog shit with your bare hand. Like, someone's wearing a glove, and it's whoever draws the short straw that night.
The short straw?
The short straw. Come on, who has never drawn straws?
I've drawn straws.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
it's a thing. So yeah, whoever
only
whoever
seen it in
was
the movies.
whoever was the little bitch that night put on the glove to put the dog shit on the other side of the cars. That was the worst. I have never like been like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn that empty house down.
They were like crack dens and.
So basically, they were doing the neighborhood a favor.
Right.
Yeah, kind of. Like.
Like, how is this not escalated recently? That's my question.
It's still happening.
It's still arson, even if it is a bad house. It's still arson. The fire department has to come out. That's not free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to come out wearing their costumes, putting out fires.
Yeah.
I think they call them uniforms.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, that brings me. I do actually want to see firefighters in costume, like putting out a fire, like the guy with the hose is dressed as Snoopy, and just fucking put that shit out.
That would be awesome.
That would be an
Like,
awesome. Like,
firefighters are not exempt from this.
so the day before, I said you egg shit, you burn down shit,
You just destroy
you
everything.
destroy
imaginable.
property because the next night you're gonna be busy. Like, hey, I'm collecting candy. I can't have anything to take away from that.
Yeah, fuck destroying on the night where I get free candy. Like, that's my only priority.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we didn't necessarily have any traditions. Like I said, we just did stuff like that, but never like burning down houses or.
We did stupid shit, but it was always on Halloween.
Yeah, that's. We
Like,
did-
you got your candy.
you got your
and
candy
then-
and you waited up late.
And then there's that one jackass in the neighborhood that gave you a toothbrush, and you went and fucked with that guy's house.
Yeah.
But it was like egging.
Or
you know?
pumpkin smashing.
Pumpkin smashing.
Pumpkin smashing is always a classic as well. Kids, we're not advertising going pumpkin smashing.
Don't
Or
do
burning
that.
down houses.
Don't do
No.
that. Because as now an adult who carves pumpkins, and I actually put a lot of fucking time into my goddamn pumpkins. Jeremy's seen the pictures. I
Yes.
do some pretty.
Do you put them outside?
I do put them outside. I make some.
Don't
pretty
they get like super
badass-
nasty because
Oh,
it's hot?
You have to carve it like the day
Yeah,
before.
you
okay.
you could herb like the day before.
Down here, like, there's no preserving the pumpkin sitting
Yeah.
outside. Don't fucking smash my pumpkin because I put some fucking effort
Yeah.
into that.
I do the same thing. Oh, you saw my
Yeah.
Spider-Man one that I did.
Yeah.
I carved that out. My Heisenberg that I did one year.
Oh, very nice.
I put some effort into that. Don't smash my shit. Like, when I was a kid, I would throw shit in the street all the time, but not anymore.
Because you're too busy putting it underneath the car door handles.
Exactly. Honestly, that was the best Halloween thing. Just imagine going to work one day and you try to open your door handle and like, oh, I got shit on.
And you'd be that reaction you'd have.
Like, oh, there's doo-doo on me. Like, what do you do?
Mommy.
Imagine having to explain that to your boss.
You called the shit poop.
Yeah. Imagine explaining it to your boss. Why are you late from work? Why are you late getting to work? Well, I tried to open my car door, but I got shit on me. Like,
Just go home, Scott.
Just go home. All right. Well, I think that brings us to an end.
I think we have one more thing.
One more thing.
There
What?
is
Whoa,
one more
whoa.
thing.
Yeah.
Somebody brought some pictures. I actually want
have
to see these.
2
Oh, I didn't know
photos.
this.
Yeah, there's we talked about Halloween traditions, and someone brought in some pictures of them
They're-
at Halloween.
I want to see this.
They're horrible. This one is clearly from 1990, thanks to my grandma typewriting this.
It
little
actually
On
has
her
a
label?
sticker with a label. Yeah, like
And I organized my candy. I used to like separate all my candy out.
It looks
As I looked for like razors and syringes in my candy, I would.
we all did that, but
Yes,
like, was
we
that
did.
ever a thing? Like, when actually razors
I think
showed
they-
up in our shit?
It was an 80s thing. They scared the kids.
No, you know what? You know what? I knew exactly what it was too. It was an episode of the Commish because yes,
the commish.
yeah, there was an episode of the Commish where someone put razor blades or something or poison in candy. So the guy, the Commish who was the cop, made his son go around trick or treating and gathering all the poison candy.
I do not remember.
Figure
that.
out, did he have to remember whose house he got what from?
I don't remember. I'm like, it was the Commish. No one gave a shit.
No.
What were no? Okay, so this first picture, I don't know if we can put this
So-
up, but is that like a princess dress? What
I
is
think
this?
that was a year I was supposed to be a bride, but like the thing in
A
Michigan.
bride?
Well, so here's the
I'm gonna
thing.
dress in a wedding dress and go trick or treating.
It's a popular costume.
Yeah.
So I have
I
like
see those all the
sweatpants
time.
on and like a sweatshirt because you had to make your Halloween costume if it was a really cold year and it was maybe snowing. You had to be able to have a costume that you could fit winter clothes under.
It looks like you're making candy angels.
I probably did.
It's a girl in
actually.
sweatpants and a wedding dress surrounded by candy.
She got some good stuff though. There's a
Yeah.
couple full size and
Yeah.
two.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I see a bunch of peanut M&Ms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 2 bags of chips.
There's like 3 bags of Skittles. There's 2.
That was better than any haul I ever got.
Man, this was some like legit
think so,
candy.
too.
Oh yeah, we went trick or treating and my.
Did you go to the rich neighborhood?
They must have
Yes.
used their used
Yes,
their insurance
absolutely.
money from their house being burned down the
There
night
was
before.
one house that always gave out like full size candy bars. I would hit that house up like 4 times.
Yeah. Whenever you find the rich person house, like that's the one you beeline it to.
No, the one you beeline it to is basically the one that has the sign out that says take 1 piece of candy,
Oh,
and
you
you're
can-
that lucky person
See,
that gets
no.
there first, and you dump in the whole
The
bowl.
whole
See, what we
bag,
always
full
used to
bag.
do is hide in costume with the take 1 candy bowl, and when someone didn't take one, you jump out as like a ghost or whatever and scare the shit out of that person so they drop their candy bag and you take their bag.
No, that was this. But something, my favorite thing as an adult now, so giving out candy is, so you have, like I said, the 17, 18, 19-year-olds going around trick-or-treating. Then I said, that's when you have to basically, you're not going to give candy. That's when you have to pull off.
You gotta
the
work for it.
The reverse, no, you got to pull off the reverse trick-or-treat. So you take basically a couple pieces of candy, and you basically look like you're going to drop it in their bag, but you're
Or you grab some
Oh,
out of
then
it.
grab it.
then you're,
Yeah.
you're grabbing you're grabbing canfuls of candy.
But hey, at least they're trick or treating and not burning down houses.
No, the thing is, yeah,
That
it's
you
true.
know of.
True.
They did that the night before.
See, I always make them work for it. I'm like, kids that are older than clearly 16 or don't have a costume to show up to my house, you better fucking work for that candy or else you ain't getting shit.
Or parents with their stupid baby. Like, I said, are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
I'm
I'm like,
not-
is
I'm
the
not
baby
giving
going to
you-
eat candy?
I'm not
No,
giving your
it's
1-year-old
because-
a Snickers
it's because
bar.
It's the two of you want to basically go ham on this fucking candy.
And you already have a pillowcase full of candy for your 6-month-old.
Yeah.
Walk off. Like, leave.
All right, so we got picture number 2.
Picture number 2 from Halloween in Michigan.
Yes, this is from my senior year. I don't know what I am because this is like the transition of like, okay, like girls go through this transition like, oh, I'm a cute little princess, I'm a cute little fairy, like little girl, and then like at some point you transition to like, I'm a slutty this and I'm a slutty
You go
that.
to the dirty version of whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
and
a
I don't
dirty nun.
know like what like slutty thing I'm trying to be. I don't really remember, but this is from my senior year. I'm the one with the white top on.
You look like you're just ready to go to school on a
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I have no way. I have fishnets on.
You do.
I do have fishnets on.
So for anybody, I don't know if we'll be able to put this up, but it's basically just you in a white top and
a dress.
a dress with like a skirt with polka dots.
It looks like a
Like,
normal.
flowers.
It looks like Morse code.
It's flowers. I have no idea what. I don't remember what I was trying to be, but I was like, oh, I'll put fishnets on.
Fishnets
this
makes
dress.
it slutty.
I'm slutty now because I would never wear fishnets
I
to
can't
school.
tell. You're right. Because you can't do that to school, because that would be dirty.
I don't get it.
I don't
Let me see this
either.
here.
Like, I have no idea.
No one else is really dressed up.
No.
either. There's a nurse and like a guy in a football jersey.
Yeah.
And there's one guy that I think he's trying to be a priest. Like he's got a little cross on here, like which is the best part of it
worst.
is like it's flat out like a robe with like this ginormous ass cross.
He was hoping to hook up with that slutty nun that
Yeah,
night.
he was looking for the slutty nun.
Was he trying to exercise the demons out of you?
Yeah, maybe. And then there's this girl in purple in the front, like clearly is just like I'm a slut. Like that's my costume.
See, I'm telling you, you just like, oh, I'm gonna be a slut now. But
right.
like half of us aren't even like in costume.
So
It's just slutty versions.
So I've got one too. It's throwback. I was probably 6 or 7. I am rocking a awesome, probably Ben Cooper style
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
I love how you're wearing the Sergeant Slaughter mask, but the shirt you're wearing also has Sergeant Slaughter on it.
Oh yeah, nothing says Halloween like wearing a plastic smock with someone's face on it.
Right. And then also wearing a plastic face of that person.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're wearing both. Like
That's
you're not just in case
awesome.
no one knew that what you were wearing was not Sergeant Slaughter,
Oh, yeah,
which
that-
is based on the time frame. That was clearly Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
I better
this
put it on the
This
shirt.
is total Ben Cooper.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
This is awesome.
I could have chose anything in the world, and I went with Sergeant Slaughter.
No, to be fair, this was what early '80s, right?
Yeah, it was probably when they did like the G.I. Joe crossover. 'Cause
Right.
He had like a G.I. Joe toy and stuff too.
Yeah, and he was a member of the GI Joes for a
Yeah,
long
and
time.
he was a
Like-
wrestler. Man, that was
Yeah.
like awesome.
Look at that stash.
Like that, dude, Sergeant Slaughter was the shit back in like 1984, 85. Like, it was the man back then.
So
Get your Freddie Mercury, mustache.
Yeah. He's gonna make a supersonic man out of you.
I think that would be number three.
So that is my Halloween memory preserved by my mother.
I unfortunately do not have a picture to share. It's not that we didn't celebrate Halloween in our house, it's that my house wasn't really family oriented where they, thought of the concept of like taking pictures or
I just,
doing anything like that.
it's sad that I'm a
He's got a Rubik's
sociopath.
Cube.
It's sad that I'm just a sociopath to the point where, like,
Is this a toy?
kind of.
So Scott's
Yeah.
dog just is eating a Rubik's
foam
cube.
Rubik's Cube. It's a stress ball. My dogs chew it. Just anybody, like, at a certain point, everything becomes a dog toy in the house.
But for PETA, we took it out of his mouth. He's safe.
Yeah, they're fine.
He's so happy.
Yeah, like, I celebrate Halloween all the time. I cannot find a picture of me at Halloween that my parents ever took.
I've got at least one other. I'm not going to spoil that one. We'll save that for a later date. But I've got another epic one that might even be better than Sergeant Slaughter.
There's nothing
those
better
are
than
tease.
Sergeant. There's nothing. There's not much that can beat Sergeant Slaughter. I'm going to tell you right now.
That's I don't know, that was amazing. I was waiting for someone to bust out a Ben Cooper costume, like as part of as one of their pictures. And Larry said you brought it home. You bust out the Ben Cooper costume.
So that one's ready to go. I will post that on Instagram real
So
soon.
what happens a lot for me is like I'm not a small person, and I have always been on the larger side of people. I always bought fatigues, so I was an army man like most every year I could find because I just bought from the fucking army surplus store fatigues.
I'm pretty sure I did that one year too. That's just an easy thing. And then
Yeah.
like being an 80s kid, that was okay.
Yeah,
Because
like-
then you're like G.I. Joe.
G.I.
or
Joe,
whatever.
Real
Army,
American hero.
Rambo. Yeah, like
and it made it
works.
really great to jump out of the bushes like some kid in fucking camo.
And put
just-
shit in
yeah,
triangles.
yeah, exactly.
Nobody could see you coming.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
The shit bandit strikes
Yeah.
again.
It's just called the shit poop.
So I have one other thing. We're talking about Roxanne's full-size candy bars. A few years ago, when I first met my wife, it was our first Halloween together, giving out candy at her place. We got down kind of towards the end of the night. I thought it was going to be the last trick-or-treater. Had one bag of candy left. So this kid rings the doorbell. I gave the kid
you
the
do the
entire
dumper?
sealed bag.
You did
of
the
candy.
dumper?
I didn't even do the dumper. He got a full bag, sealed and all,
Yeah.
sight and spoken.
it.
Here you go. He was happy. since then, 10 years ago, every Halloween I pitched to my wife how we should just be the house that steps it up to the next level. No more full-size candy bars. We're going to give out full bags. Every year, she shoots me down. So I'm asking you guys, good idea or horrible idea?
Great idea from the perspective of the trick-or-treater.
Yeah.
Right?
Horrible idea from the adult that actually has to buy that fucking
Yeah.
candy.
It's a lot of freaking money.
I think that's her biggest negative
Yeah.
is like, I don't want to spend
I'm not spending
that much.
$150 on candy just to give out entire bags.
That's like I said. That's kind of cool. Maybe you do like one or two.
Put a sign out front that said first 10 kids gets an entire bag of candy, everyone else fuck off.
Or best costume of the night,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, something
not bad.
special because like I said, I kind of do something similar. Like I said, not for kids, but like during like the holidays, like if we go out to a restaurant and then someone gives us like awesome service, I'll tip them like $50. Just because like I said, all the servers out there get paid like shit. And they put up a whole bunch of shit.
That's pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
so like I said, we'll do that randomly throughout the year. But yeah, you do random kids. We're like, hey, you know what? Here's a bag of candy.
Now, I do something kind of similar, but it's for the kid who comes to my house with the most enthusiasm. Because I love Halloween. So when the kid comes up and matches my fucking level of like excitement for Halloween, I'm going to hook that kid up. So if you come up and ring the doorbell and just go trick or treat, like you're getting one candy bar. But one year I had one kid run from the street to my house and at the top of his young lungs yell, trick or treat! Like, that kid's getting his handfuls. Like,
Trick or treat, bitch!
yeah, he's like, trick or treat, motherfucker! Like, he's getting candy out the ass. Like,
Scott's
if I-
address is.
yeah.
If I had a kid that said trick or treat, motherfucker, and they were like 8 years old,
Honestly,
I'm done.
Jeremy has heard the language that comes out of my daughter. I can get her to say it.
I'm done for the night here, kid. You can have all the candy.
Shut the light off. Yeah. So no, like the more enthusiasm you show coming to my house, the more candy you get. If you're not in costume, I'm doing the same thing you do. I'm taking candy out of your bag when I drop it in.
The reverse trick or treat.
Yeah.
I like it. So I think that's about it, guys.
Yeah. One thing, Larry, I think that did we talk about our new giveaway yet?
So we hit up the giveaway.
Yeah.
You know what? We haven't mentioned in a while. Like, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at STS Guys. Facebook is the STS Guys. Since we hit that 100 subscribers on YouTube, you can actually get to us at youtube.com/the/STS Guys. Or just go to STSguys.com and you can get the links to all of that because it's a whole mouthful.
Right. And the links to all of our social media and everywhere that you can
Listen to the podcast.
listen to our podcast will be up on the STSguys.com.
And
or
in the notes.
STSguys.com.
So if you are a sole audio listener of the podcast for this week, you might want to go check out the YouTube video for this week because we'll actually have some video content on this episode just because of the game.
Give it a shot. And go back and look at our, I'm going to butcher the name, the Xeon Smooth Q review because that's what we used to record this.
Yeah.
So kind of hints back to one of our prior videos as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So for the end of our very first Super Mega Halloween special,
Did you say Super Mega Halloween Special?
I think he said Super Mega Halloween Special.
Super.
She can't even do it.
yes, Roxanne, what you're trying to say is Super Mega Halloween special.
Special.
For that, have a good night, everyone. I'm Jeremy,
I'm Scott.
Larry.
and we're the STS Guys
And Roxanne.
and Roxanne.
Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
have
you,
a good
guys.
night.